What's up, guys? Welcome back to Digital Dive In, the Proper Gaming Talk Show. We are your hosts, Sanjology, fair enough, whatever my name is these days, and Sane God Kush, also known as... What was your other name that you kind of changed it to but haven't committed to?
J-Dubs.
J-Dubs. How do I keep forgetting J-Dubs, man?
It's a cooler name that I have.
It is. J-Dubs is the best. J-Dubs is the best.
I love it. I'm trying to make that my nickname at work, but they're just like, nah, I think JD is more corporate, you know.
Corporate. JD, are you going to be JD from Scrubs? Is that what's going to happen now?
Oh my God, I didn't even think of that, yeah. No, because we had another Julian that worked in upper management in our office.
I mean, people could just call you Devin.
And then, like, I thought about that. I should have made it Devin. I should have made it Devon.
Look, we got the SSD and we got the JDD, so it's like...
Welcome, guys. Back to this edition of... What are we calling ourselves?
The Proper Gaming Talk Show.
Proper Gaming Talk Show. Today we're going to be talking about games that we feel that are going to be slept on for the year. Yep. / we might end up doing a game that are slept on for this upcoming month. And then we might talk about Nintendo Direct or... Yeah,
we might touch on the Nintendo Direct. We'll see with the time that we have. We're trying to make this like a new segment of the channel, doing games you might have missed at the end of each month, going over some games that released that got really good reviews that you might have missed out on because there were other huge releases that overshadowed the crap out of these games.
The unofficial name is going to be Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems, Hidden Gems. Yeah, we're going to figure it out. But anyways, we're just going to jump right into it. These games are games that definitely have the possibility of being just completely overshadowed, slept on, forgotten as the months roll on, as the releases go on, just because of other games being released, bigger ones, because the year is stacked. The year is absolute stacked, especially September to December. Yo, seriously though.
Literally, we have been prophesizing this since 2021. Every game that was supposed to come out in the last 2 years got pushed to 2023. So now I'm broke. He's broke. You know,
I'm taking 3 vacations this year, so I'm mega broke. I am mega broke. I got
one, and that shit wiped me out. How are you doing 3, bro?
Yo, dude. Because I can do a workcation, which is wonderful. I love that. Yeah. As long as I travel on the weekends, I don't have to take PTO. I love that for me. But anyways, jumping directly into this, we don't want to keep you here all night, or we want to give you our thoughts, our opinions, some hot takes, and just leave you with some bangers. So, Jules, do you want to start us off? This is not a hierarchy. This is not in order. I'm just going. I didn't put these in order of like release. I just put these in whatever order.
So I'm going to start with 9 Years of Shadows. It's a game that it was teased, a couple years ago. Yeah. It's a side-scrolling platformer. The art style is really, really gorgeous.
It does look very good.
And it's got this hand-drawn cutscenes, these anime-esque cutscenes that are just so high quality, and just the whole thing is just really immersive. It really gets you into it. It's weird because lately I've been getting back to genres that I used to play as a kid and I didn't think I was into anymore, and then all of a sudden something gets me into it. You know what I mean? Shoot 'em ups, side scrollers, platformers, and it's just been a really, really good experience. And I think 9 Years of Shadows, it came out back in March, and it's gotten a lot of positive reviews from audiences, but of course critics very limitedly rated it.
Yeah, of course.
But it's a really fun, engaging game. It's not even, I think it's $20. It's
Did that game already come out?
Yeah, it came out in March, I believe.
Oh, okay. All of my games are yet to come out. I didn't touch on the games that have come out yet, or have already come out. So.
Gotcha. It plays really well on the Steam Deck. It plays phenomenally on PC, and it's just all around a fun time. It's got a great story, and I think it's got an adorable teddy bear as your companion. So check that out. I think that's gonna be really really dope.
Yeah, no, the game does look cool. I watched I think I watched one gameplay of it. I forget who it was from, but it did look good. Like you said, art style, absolutely gorgeous. But it's also one of those like niche indie games that just got overshadowed by everything else because that came out in March, right?
March 2023.
Yeah, so I mean, there was a lot coming out in March even. I mean, it was.
I agree. Yeah.
Like you got Wulong Fallen Dynasty that came out. You got Valheim. Like we had smaller games in March, but still, I mean, you had Last of Us PC, which kind of like overtook everything else. So,
but how terrible it was.
Yeah, exactly, right? One game actually in March that I also think got way overlooked, and I watched the full gameplay of it, and I want to buy it so damn bad. It's called Dredge. It came out actually on console as well, but I really want to buy it for a PC.
Let me check my Steam, bro, because I think that's on sale.
It is on sale.
Shout out to you, Next Fest. Everybody that has Steam account, go to Next Fest. There's a bunch of demos.
Yeah, there are.
Literally, my gaming night tonight is going to be playing all the Next Fest demos, getting high and drinking and watching that. Sorry, kids. This is what adults do. I don't
No, I feel it, dude. No, Dredge was super cool. It's very like
let me check
what's the name of that like genre where it's,
it's on sale for $20 and it's only $24.
I might just pick it up.
My whole thing, little tangent, and my whole thing about it's just like you're willing to spend $100 on Destiny, $70, $80 on God of War.
Exactly. Get these smaller games. They are a load of fun. I forget what the name of the genre it is, but it has not the Kraken, but it has like the Cthulhu style stuff. Eldritch Horror. It's Eldritch Horror. It's an Eldritch Horror fishing sim, kind of. Not really. Like you have a tugboat, you have a fishing boat. You're going around fishing and dredging the ocean and selling the stuff, getting resources, and then continuing on this overarching story with side missions and all this other stuff, upgrades for your ship and all this. It looks like so much fun, so nice. The atmosphere is so cool. The story is amazing, and there's multiple endings, which is wild. Oh my god, I cannot recommend that game enough. I cannot wait till I actually play it. But yeah, I just want to throw that one out there because there was another one in March that I wanted to talk about because, oh my god, I wanted that game so bad.
No, absolutely. And I think Dredge is just, it's really a good example of just really great artwork, the performance there, like it's just a smooth game. And this is the thing, like you have this constant argument in gaming where it's just like, oh, AAA or everything else.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
I mean, that's exactly why you like PC. PC is big on indies. PC is really just really good with those kind of games. So
highlighting everything.
Yeah. No, exactly.
So I mean, no, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish your thought. Sorry, my bad.
Oh no. So, and the thing is, like, they're always they have like show. What is it called when they have a showcase and they have a thing on a platform?
Like a demo?
Like a sale, like a. I don't know what to call it. Like
a flash sale?
After Game Fest, there's like a Game Fest section.
Sure, yeah. They do they'll do I don't know if they have an actual name, but yeah, they'll have those fest, those event pages, landing pages where you'll find all the games that are there, that were announced, that you can find and reserve or pre-order or download demos or whatever. So I love that. And PlayStation even did that too, which is lit. So, and
I think Steam is a little bit better than other platforms, just because it does there's London gaming events, PAX East, Japanese.
There's a lot, and Steam always does those pages for all that. They're on top of their game.
Everything from around the world, and it's good. And not that I'm not knocking consoles because they do a good job as it as well. But I feel like they're a little bit more like constricted with how much access gamers have to all the games.
No, 100%, 100%. I do like how PlayStation does their store. Sorry for the tangent. I do like how PlayStation has done their store. They do a good job at directing players towards games that are just announced for pre-order and even demos and shit like that. But at the same time, some of their stuff is really, really weirdly worked out. So it's kind of whatever. Anyways, moving on, off the tangent, onto more slept-on games. I ended up accidentally doing mine in release order. Don't know how that happened. It just happened. So the next one I think that's definitely going to be slept on. This one comes out on next month, actually. The beginning of next month. It's going to be, my hot take is that Oxenfree 2 Lost Signals is going to get slept on hard.
No, I agree. I didn't even pay attention to Oxenfree until you mentioned it.
Yeah, it's the first one was a niche game. It doesn't look like the sequel changes a whole lot in terms of gameplay. Not even sure how you really could, because it's a very, set type of game, Like, I don't know how you could really improve it except for just improving the performance and putting it in a new story. So, I feel like fans of the game are really going to be into it, but that's pretty much it.
I don't think... it's not that I didn't pay attention to it. It's like when I saw it, it just wasn't my style of game.
Exactly. It's niche. It's very niche.
I don't want to say it's niche because you got stuff like Animal Crossing and you have stuff like,
Yeah.
now you got Telltale games that are really popular. You got, visual novelization games that are really popular. Like just purely story based, no action, no what I mean? So like, you get
like
something like Oxenfree you get something like Oxenfree that's unorthodox, and it may not, it may not be
vibe with everyone. It will be good, but
I don't think it's going to be niche. But I definitely think, as far as like the worldwide scope of gaming, it'll probably be a smaller group, but
like it's around the same realm as Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is a cult classic from like that has their cult of fans that love that game so much. Right. And Oxenfree obviously did good enough, the first game, to get a sequel, which is great. But it does, like, there's so many other games. Like, this is the big thing with games are going to get slept on. There's some other games in July that are going to overlap it. Like, Exoprimal comes out 2 days after Oxenfree 2. Pikmin 4 comes out 2 weeks after. So it's like even Double Dragon Gaiden comes out around the same time. God! And Remnant 2. So there's a lot of games that the people are going to be choosing over Oxenfree 2.
No,
which
fuck that. No, fuck that. I'm sorry. I think Double Dragons is going to get slept on.
Oh, I think it is too. Oh, it 100% will be. That was one that was on my honorables because I don't know much about it, but I feel like with everything else coming out, it's going to get slept on hard.
You don't watch Double Dragons when you were a kid?
Yeah, no, I'm saying I don't know much about the game.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Which is another reason why I think it's going to get slept on because I haven't seen much for it at all.
But I also respect it because Streets of Rage 4. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder Revenge, and now Double Dragon.
So wait, is this one going to be like an arcade like brawler type of game, or
it's a beat 'em up?
Beat 'em up. Yeah. That's sweet. That's cool. I love that we're getting more of those. That's dope.
I think if you want to get, I think what would be good for the channel if we start playing beat 'em up games on the channel.
We should. We really should. We tried with freaking. God, what was that? 99 Vitas. Man, that was a shit show. That was a train wreck. That game sucks. Hot take, that game is trash. God, I hate that game.
If you don't want to get Shredder's Revenge, that's fine. But if you want to get either Kung Fury together...
Oh, Kung Fury. I love the movie, so I 100% will.
Bro, I finally watched it.
It's so good. It's so good.
Ridiculous piece of cinema I think I've ever seen.
Oh, my God.
Like... And it was such bad
great.
CGI.
Oh, of course. And the funniest part was that it looks like it was made in the 80s. It was made in like 2007. So it's like, or actually later. Actually later. I think it was made later, like 2010 or something like that. It's not that old. But yeah, no, it's wild. It's crazy. And I love that movie to death. They're making a sequel that's been in development for freaking years. So I'm waiting for it. I want it in my life. But yeah.
I mean, so what I think I'll do, and everybody's gonna be pervy to this, you know. I'll buy it for both of us, and then I'll buy both of us Double Dragons.
Did you say everyone's pervy to this or privy?
Yeah, they're gonna be
privy to this.
Be pervy to this. They're gonna be watching me make this announcement. Yes,
I think you meant privy, not pervy.
Either one, it makes sense. Like,
it does not. It means two very different things, my God.
You're intensely watching me.
Pervy is pervy.
I mean, technically a camera lens is pervy because you're watching me do things.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love you. I love this. Oh my God. What's your next game? What's your next game? We're moving on. What's your next game?
9 Souls. I don't know if you saw anything.
Yeah, all these games are on your draft.
Yes, because I am the off-brand motherfucker. I will go to the store and instead of buying Nike, I buy Dookies. You know,
Dookies. That's the best you can come up with is Dookies.
Let's not do it. Yeah, that's their motto. Let's not do it. You know.
Man.
I'll go and buy the Dookies instead of the Nikes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't buy Yeezys.
Was the logo just Michael Jackson taking a dump? Is that the Dookies?
Hey man, I don't buy Yeezuses. I buy Hercules.
Yeezus.
You know
Is that the plural for Yeezys? I'm pretty sure it's just Yeezys and not Yeezys.
Well, I don't buy Yeezys. I buy Hercules.
I'm too sober for this, man.
I buy Hercules. It's fine. You know?
Oh God, how is that the off-brand for Yeezys?
It's off-brand. You know what?
I'm pretty sure the off-brand for Yeezys are D's nuts, but
I went to the store and the off-brand of Foster Flips was some random ass fucking name. It was like, bees, honeys, corn.
The Walmart brand, the Great Value brand.
I was like, that does not sound anything like Frosted Flakes, but okay.
May contain tilapia.
My next off-brand is going to be Die by the Blade. So I've been getting into indie fighters.
Wait, you didn't talk about 9 Souls.
Oh, what we doing? Oh, yeah, you got me on a tangent. No, so 9 Souls. 9 Souls is this beautifully handcrafted art style game that definitely revolves around parrying and good timing.
So all your games already came out, basically. Is that what you're saying?
Well, 9 Souls didn't come out yet.
Oh, okay.
It hasn't come out yet. It's supposed to come out this year, but I'm not sure if it will. But it's just so beautiful, and everybody, there's a demo on Steam. You can play it right now. It starts off with first of all, the coloration and the palette. They use a lot of warm colors, and they fade it really nicely, and it just looks very much. It really pops out at you. The environment, everything, cool. Animation is hand.
I love games with a really good animation.
Yeah, man, these hand-drawn games are going to take over the fucking world because I feel like I'm watching a cartoon. I'm playing a cartoon. Yeah. This is what I wanted my video games to look like as a child in the 90s, bro. This is what I wanted. I wanted to play Courage the Cowardly Dog, and it looked like Courage the Cowardly Dog. Yeah. Now I can play that. I get games like that. You know, so 9 Souls is really dope. I want to throw in another one before I forget it. It's called Cookie Cutter. I sent you the trailer.
Yeah. You were talking about this last week.
Another hand-drawn style game that just, honestly, it just blows me away. It's so graphically violent, and it's just so smooth, and everything just looks good about it. I will not stop repping this game until I get it. I think it's definitely going to be slept on. And it's just so funny because these lower budget games are coming out with these phenomenally looking games. Graphically, just 9 to 10 out of 10. You know, I love that these games, these genres are coming back, and they're coming back in true form, and you know, it's just really, really dope. You know.
No, dude, I'm right there with you. I love their style of games. I think they're really cool, and I think that they do get slept on just because they're not promoted as much. And honestly, indie games in general just get slept on a ton. A lot of my games, I know you went the indie route, and you're our indie guy through and through. The games I chose were more AAA, AA games that I think are just going to get overshadowed, but by really good devs.
The next two I have were actually in the PlayStation Showcase.
Ooh, nice.
And I know you're gonna know which ones I'm talking about.
All right,
exactly.
All right. Well, do you want to hit them up now, or do you want me to go with my next one?
You mind if I go first real quick?
All right, blow through it. Let's go. Let's go for it.
Yeah, let's go through it. Immortals of Avium.
Yo, I almost put that on my list because
I know you did. I know you put that on your fucking list.
I didn't. It was one of my honorables because I was like, it could get slept on, but I think it's early enough in the month that it will get the audience it deserves. Mm-hmm. It got enough of a spotlight that I think it will get the respect it deserves. But it is still that level of game that, like, it looks like a lot of other games that we've gotten that performed freaking horribly. And one of them also comes out the same month, Atlas Fallen. That game's going to be horrible. That game's going to be trash. I can tell you right now.
That game's going to be fucking dope, man.
I can tell you right now. And I'm trying to remember the one PS5 exclusive. It was one of the first PS5 exclusives that came out. It looked like that high fantasy, like, it had like really, really cool animations, great art style and everything, but it was just an absolute bummer of a game. And I can't remember the freaking title, but you wore like a suit of armor and you were like doing Godfall. Yes. God, that game was ass. Holy shit, that game was bad. That was bad. It was bad. It was fun. It was fun, but there was nothing more than just fun. So it just didn't cut it for like the very, like, we're supposed to be blown away. Okay, dude.
We play video games for fun.
Yes, I know. But still, there was just no meat to the game. Like, the gameplay was a lot of fun. There was just zero meat to the game.
They were even decent enough to give us the free version where we could bypass everything to get to level 30.
Right, I know. I was just like,
man, how many games do that? That's dope.
Because it didn't perform well, and they wanted people to play it.
No, because they know it's a slog, and they want people to get to the great part about what is great about the game.
Well, here's the thing.
Instead of having to go through it.
Here's the thing.
Games are like that, right?
Here's the thing. Those games, like, right, those style of games, it's always the exact same style. It has very similar aesthetic, very similar vibes. They never perform well, and I'm trying to figure out why that is. It's always those, like, super high fantasy. They put you almost in like a mech suit level type of shit. They had this like beautiful animation gameplay shit, but then for whatever reason, it does not hit with anyone. And it's always the same level of stuff. That's why I almost guarantee Atlas Fallen is gonna go the same route. It's gonna go the same exact route.
No, because think about it. What else released alongside Godfall?
There wasn't a lot. It was one of the first games to come out on PS5. There wasn't a lot of exclusives.
But there wasn't. But look at what released alongside of it.
What did? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, it had Demon's Souls Remake.
Well,
you had Spider-Man. You had Spider-Man Miles Morales. Yeah. And then 5 months after that, 5 months after that, Horizon. What do we have? No, not even that. 5 months after that, what do we have? Remember.
Dude, I can't remember that far back. What are you talking about?
It was the most remembered game in 2020. The most heralded game in 2020.
Last of Us 2?
No. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
Oh, I still have the one right here. I love that game to fucking death. I love
you talk
that
about,
game. But no, that's fair. I see what you mean. Yeah, I can see that.
And then you had the NBA 2K fans in the tizzy because NBA 2K21 came out on P. It was the first game. That was the first $70 game. And everybody was hype about that shit. You know, so like if you look at what it released against, it was just bad timing.
I mean, you're right. But even when they're released when nothing else releases, they still don't perform well. They just don't. And I really don't understand why, because they should, because they're cool games. But they just don't hit. They just don't.
I think marketing and enough, like...
It might be. That game was marketed a lot, though, because it was one of the first PS5 exclusives. I I'm telling you, dude, it is a genre curse. I don't understand it. I don't get it, but it is.
The only reason why I decided to play it was because I've seen YouTubers have a lot of fun with the game.
Yeah.
You know, like I've seen YouTubers have fun with the game, so I'm like, all right, it's probably.
But there's like I said, there's just no meat to the game. It was similar. It was similar like Anthem. There was just no meat. It was fun as shit to play. There's just no meat to the actual game. No real focus of it. So I think that's why, and a lot of those games kind of fall into the same thing. Those high fantasy games, I think, are a stigma for that reason. But that's a whole other conversation that we can definitely get into at some point.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
What was the other game before we get too off topic?
Ultra Rose. It was this super trippy game that was a platformer. It was, I know, because you were concerned with Spider-Man 2. It was probably one, it was like the third game they showed before Spider-Man 2. And it was just like, once again, really.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I am all about. Now. I love that. Sorry, kids. I love that druggy, trippy games are becoming a thing. You know, I got High on Life.
High on Life. I wish I could have played that game, man.
You have to do drugs while you play that game.
Oh, 100%.
Or at least like have done shrooms, or you've tripped before, right? You've done psychedelics before, right? Yeah.
Dude, so, I took shrooms and went to a Fall Out Boy concert in Philly. That was the best night ever.
Oh my god, yeah, I remember that.
That was great.
Everything was bright and vibrant and just engaging, and it's just some like I remember when I played High on Life. I remember I took mushrooms while I played it that night, and like they literally put commercials in the
yeah.
Like, cause Justin Rowland, that's just like his brand of comedy, you know.
Seriously.
Like I would literally just sit there and watch the TV for like 20 minutes. I'm like, yo, am I playing a game? Oh yeah.
No, I do like that they're doing more of those. But that game was 100% going to get slept on.
It's 100% get slept on.
No doubt in my mind.
What was your next one?
So my next one, and my last two, might be hot takes, but I think when you hear my reasoning, you'll understand, right? So my next one is Witchfire. It got a huge spot. Listen.
All right.
It got a huge spot in the PC Game Showcase. It looks great. I know it's going to be a very good game. Yo, Neil said Psychonauts is slept on. You're 100% right there. Psychonauts is always slept on, and that is a travesty because Psychonauts and Psychonauts 2 are freaking gems, absolute gems. But anyway.
Also another honorable mention would be like Aliens Destroy the World.
That was a remake. So
Destroy All Humans.
Yeah, Destroy All Humans. It was a cult classic when it released. It's a cult classic for the remake.
You know they're going to make a sequel. You know they're going to.
They will at some point. But anyways, no. Witchfire. Yes, it looks amazing. I know it looks so good.
Yes, guy.
That's not my reason, okay? This is my reason, okay? Number one, it releases in September on early access only on PC. That's number one. Number 2, 3, 4, and 5, it releases alongside Starfield, Lies of P, Mortal Kombat 1, and Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty. All 4 of those games are going to overshadow the shit out of that game.
Okay, Starfield will not. It's my 30 frames per second.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The clout around Starfield is going to just wave over everything, dude. It doesn't matter.
You realize it's going to be buggy as shit.
No. Dude, it still doesn't matter. People are going to buy it, play it, either absolutely destroy the game or absolutely love the game, but it's going to be all over media and no one's going to be focused on anything else at all.
Because once it defunks,
and the same goes for
once Bethesda shits the bed on release.
No, I know.
Going to get the refund and they're going to do the thing.
But the same goes for Mortal Kombat 1. You know that game's going to be a hit when it releases, regardless of how good or bad it is. It's a meme game now. It looks
good, but we've also heard a lot of complaints about revamping the story. The whole
I know.
Gimmicky
It's like it's whatever, dude. It's whatever, dude. But either way, Mortal Kombat fans are going to be all over the game. Fighting game fans are going to be all over the game. You know it because it's a Mortal Kombat game, no matter what. And then of course Phantom Liberty because it's going to be a revamp of Cyberpunk. And yes, I know you don't care about it. There's a lot of Cyberpunk fans.
It's not that I don't care about it. I don't think it counts because it's a DLC.
But okay, so it's not really a DLC. It's an expansion. And there's one thing that there's one thing that CD Projekt Red is known for, it's their expansions, because expansions for Witcher 3 are literally god tier expansions. They are the best things ever released. Post-game content. Ever.
But they're not full games. It's not it's an expansion. It's not a full game.
But they're also like 30 hours. Each.
It doesn't matter.
They're basically full games. You could literally play that as its own game, and it would be okay. Like,
you can't, because you'd be lost without the base game of no one.
Not really. So for Blood and Stone and I forget the other one, Blood and Stone, and the other one for Witcher 3. Literally, both those games can be played independently. Both the expansions could be played independently, and they are great. You do not need any context into the base game. You play those games on their own, and they're amazing. That's it. Cyberpunk, yes, because it takes place after the base game. However, Cyberpunk 2077 was still a hit, and it was still a success, even though a lot of people got refunds for it. They fixed it. It plays better now. A lot of people got it after it got fixed. It's still a hit, and that expansion is still going to be nuts, no matter what. But with all of that, I know all of that will overshadow Witchfire.
What did you just say? An expansion.
I'm just saying. Like, I mean, to be honest, Starfield alone will overshadow Witchfire.
No, will get people interested because of the clout, and once people will see what the hardware is looking like,
I'm okay with being proven wrong, and I hope I am because I want people to play it. But again, here's the thing: it's also going to be early access, and it's also only going to be on PC, so it's already not going to get as much clout as everything else.
No, that makes sense. Never mind.
You know what I mean?
Console always gets sloppy seconds.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry, but I hope people play it on PC. I hope it's a hit on Steam. But
see, that's the thing. But that's the thing. The PC community overtakes the console community because the PC has been there before console.
Yeah, but console players outnumber PC players 2-1. So
I doubt that.
No, I almost guarantee it. Like, kids play consoles, dude.
Yeah,
not that many kids play PC.
Yeah, but in that same household, you could probably find a PC there.
Oh, so yeah, probably.
Are we talking by household, or are we talking by individual?
I'm talking about individual here. I'm talking about individual players. You know that. But anyways, my next one is again going to be another hot take, and this kind of lines up with Oxenfree, but still, my last one is Lords of the Fallen. I think that game is going to get forgotten. I think it's going to disappear into the background. No. Listen, I honestly think it will, because it's a sequel, but it's more of a reboot because they're revamping everything from the first game. Like, everything is different. So it's basically a reboot. However, do you know what also releases along with that game in that entire month? Spider-Man 2, Assassin's Creed Mirage, Alan Wake 2, and the Metal Gear Solid Trilogy Collection remake, remaster, whatever you want to call it.
What month is that?
That is October.
October?
That's October. All four of those games are released at the same time as Lords of the Fallen. And I mean, Spider-Man 2 alone is going to be nuts. Assassin's Creed Mirage has so much hype around it because it's a return to form. Alan Wake 2? I mean, come on. That game has possibility to be Game of the Year at this point. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Shit. Like, Lords of the Fallen, like, I liked the first game. I honestly did like the first game. This game looks dope as shit, and I appreciate them doing a
Well,
reboot because I like this style even more.
So Lords of the Fallen
But
is one of those
still.
games. Yeah, Lords of the Fallen is one of those games where I tried it 15 times and I could never really get into it.
Exactly.
But Lords of the Fallen, this reboot looks really good, and because it's, but I don't think it's going to get stepped on because it's a Souls-like.
Yes and no. So like it is a Souls-like, but I think it's going to be. I don't want to call it exactly Souls. They haven't really said it's going to be a Souls-like game.
As much as we don't fuck with Elden Ring, after Elden Ring, people want more Souls.
True.
No, here's the thing. Souls-likes have always been a thing since Dark Souls.
Oh yeah.
But even before Dark Souls and before Demon Souls.
Oh yeah.
But it's just like Elden Ring was so mainstream.
It was.
It was pretty much easy compared to the more regular Souls-like games that we get. So because everybody that got an intro into Souls-likes with Elden Ring like what they saw, people are going to be wanting something else or wanting something new. So I don't necessarily think it's going to be slept on, because you could argue all those games are also going to be slept on by Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
So,
no, I mean, yes, but again, like, Assassin's Creed Mirage is on all platforms. Alan Wake 2 is on all platforms, I believe. So
that's always glitchy on release. What other game did you say?
Alan Wake 2.
Alan Wake 2 is going to be something that's going to be a contender for Spider-Man.
Yeah, but it's literally, if like you're talking about like games that are going to take over October, it's Alan Wake 2 and Spider-Man. Everything else is going to be under that, guaranteed. It's a bad month to release a reboot of that level. I think they should have either waited until next year or release it in August, because there's not a whole lot coming out in August. So I think it's just a bad month. I think it's just a bad month for releases.
But I mean, there's a good amount going in August, but like I think August would have definitely been a stronger month.
Exactly. Or even December, honestly. You could have released it in December and it would have been okay. But at the same time, Spider-Man releases towards the tail end of October, so everyone's going to be hype about Spider-Man for like 2 months at least. But I have one game for June that I think is already being slept on.
Right.
It just released 2 days ago. Just released, and there's not a lot of hype around it. There's not a lot of people talking about it. It has good reviews. Even IGN gave it a good review, which is hella surprising. Nah, because this is a game that I guarantee that like IGN would have given a shit review.
I hate you, IGN, with every fiber of my being. I could do your job. I don't know why they don't pay me by now. But anyway.
The game is, and I know why it's being slept on. I get it. There's not a lot of fans of this genre, okay? The game that's being slept on is Aliens Dark Descent.
I've heard a lot. I've seen a lot of reviews about it. It looks really good.
It looks good. So all the other Aliens games, Aliens have been up, down, hit or miss, hit or miss, hit or miss. Every single release. Every single one. Colonial Marines was meh, but then you got the last like FPS that came out, that was like multiplayer, that was like actually really good. So they are just weird with their releases.
Colonial Marines was complete dumpster garbage.
It was absolutely bad. But the last one that came out, the one that came out after Colonial Marines, was actually good.
Wasn't bad.
What was up?
No, yeah, it wasn't bad.
I forget the name of it. I totally forget the name of it, but it was actually good.
Dark Descent.
But Dark Descent, it's different because it's an RTS. It's a squad-based RTS game, which is already going to turn a lot of people off because people don't like RTS games unless they're RTS fans. So already it's in a niche community. However, IGN, for all they trashed this game for, because they said there's a lot of technical issues and game-breaking bugs in the game, which I don't doubt. Nowadays, that's almost standard. But the one thing they said was that Aliens Dark Descent manages to capture the original vibe of the OG Alien movies more than any other Aliens game has in a very long time. I think that is high praise for Alien games in general, because they always have that issue.
Yeah, from one of the most shitty game reviewers of all time.
It is, But that's still good. That's still a very good quote. I think that's a very good sign for this game in general, because all the Aliens games tend not to have anything to do with the original movies or anything. They tend not to really capture that horror vibe, especially in an RTS setting. It is so damn hard to make a horror survival RTS. Like,
I don't take anything that IGN says seriously unless
I know, and that's fine. I get it. I'm just throwing that out there because that's a very good, in my opinion, it's a good quote.
Unless it's neutral. If you're spitting straight facts, and not facts that you came up with, but things that you know are verified from somebody else, then I'll watch an IGN video.
Yeah, no, I remember.
Outside of that, their opinions are straight garbage.
Their opinions are very out of pocket all the friggin' time. But this one, I watched a bunch of gameplay for it, and I listened to their review, and I was like, I can see what they're talking about. And it is very hard to make a horror RTS. So I gotta give IGN this one review. They were very unbiased with this one, which I appreciate. Like, they tore it apart for the technical issues, but they praised it for the vibe and gameplay and story. Fair. So I was like, okay, this is a rare IGN hit. All right, so I gotta give them that one.
That's fair. I mean, that is fair. That's 100%.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Aliens Dark Descent, I kind of want to get it. I'm not sure if it's a multiplayer or not. And also, I'm not a huge RTS fan. Neil, I know you are. He said, I love RTS because of Command & Conquer and Dune 2000. Facts. Like, Command & Conquer is classic, but...
I mean, honestly, I haven't played an RTS since then, but like...
I haven't played an RTS since XCOM 2, and that game... Oh my god, that game... Oh, that was hard.
I have so many buddies that praise that fucking game, yo.
It's so good, but the beginning of the game is so damn hard. Oh my god.
I feel that. No, so they just Steam is always releasing random free games. And one of the ones they did recently, I sent you an article about this. They did Warhammer. It was one of the Warhammer games that is RTS. Warhammer has fundamentals in RTS.
Yeah.
So if
no,
anybody has a Steam account, I think anybody has a Steam account, look up some Warhammer games. I think one of them is free to play, and you can like just download, add it to your library, and just play it anytime you want. I think I'm gonna use Warhammer to try and get back. Warhammer is having tangent. Sorry, my bad, guys. Warhammer is having a fucking year.
I can't wait. I can't wait for Space Marine 2. I cannot wait for Space Marine 2. When does that come out? When does that come out? I gotta make sure I got money for that game.
When does that come out? Hold on. Let me remember. Check.
I don't want to get too much in tangent because we are running out of time, guys. But I'm going to let you finish your tangent quick.
No. Yeah, Warhammer is having a fucking year. They went from Darktide to Bolt Gun to Space Marine 2. Like, they're having a fucking year right now, and I think it's going to be really, really great. Anyway, to close out, I just want to say shout out to Nintendo Direct. We're probably gonna do like a short or a extra video. Maybe this weekend we'll do like a quick live stream. If you have the time for it, if I have the time for it, but yeah. Nintendo Direct, definitely shout out to Mario Wonder. That game looks good. Shout out to Palia. Shout out to what was it? Lost. What the hell was the name of that game? Superstar.
Shout out to Silent Hope as well. And I gotta give it to Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 because I love the first game and I really like these arcadey racing games. So those 4 games I think are the best ones from that list. The rest of the Nintendo Direct, whatever, man. Except for Sonic. I know you want to talk about Sonic really quick. Go ahead. 5 seconds.
No. Sonic Wonder, Sonic Superstars looks fucking phenomenal. For the first time in Sonic history, it's all going to be co-op. So like that's fucking phenomenal. Like just the fact that the return to form of Sonic got me excited. I don't really like a lot of the modern Sonic games, but fair. I feel like the 2D classic Sonic games, you cannot fuck this up. I will be getting Sonic Frontiers eventually, and I will also be getting Sonic Wonder. But at the same time, everybody, world, I want to let you know I am just a casual Sonic fan.
He's casual to the fact that he defended Frontiers to death, but we're not getting into that.
It's not even that I defended to death. I just know bad opinions from fact. So I have friends that read the Sonic comics, that have watched all the shows from the 80s, that have watched everything. That they are fucking into this shit. You know, like, I'm a casual Sonic fan. And I just played the games from when I was a kid on Game Boy.
Yeah, I feel it.
Sonic Adventure Adventure.
Look, Sonic Frontiers, it got decent reviews. I think it looked kind of bland, but I also didn't play it. So, my opinion doesn't really mean shit. So,
yeah,
anyways.
So does Breath of the Tears of the Kingdom. Fuck you if you think anything else.
Breath of the Kingdom.
You. But respectfully, fuck you if you think
people are treating that game
else.
like Minecraft. Because you can build shit in now, so that's kind of cool. That's a cool new mechanic. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of cool. People making computers and shit, that's kind of lit. But anyways, guys, look, these were our slept on games you might miss this year. Highly recommend checking them out. Don't let them slip through your fingers. Don't let them slip between all the other releases coming out this year, because this year, again, is stacked, especially from September to December. So, you know, make sure you give some of these smaller games some love, some affection, some attention. Yeah, if you want our reviews on any of these games that will be coming out, hit us up. We'll make sure to actually buy them or review them, especially my man Jules. So, yeah. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching.
Let us know what your games you think are going to be slept on this year.
For sure.
This month, next month. So I know what's going on. And if you want us to give them a shout out, we'll do that. You know,
100%.
Hey, I'm making more money now. So we're still doing the Steam Deck giveaway. I didn't want to forget about that.
We are doing a Steam Deck giveaway on his dime, not mine, because I have a lot of money I'm spending already, and houses are expensive, guys. Sorry.
It's fun. It's fun, guys.
Nah, but seriously, if you get us up to 200 subs on YouTube and 200 on Facebook as well as, you know, give us follows on our Spotify, we will do a Steam Deck giveaway. But it's got to be all three. We're going to be doing everything in the comments, so you're going to have to, you know, comment, like the videos when we actually get there, and you'll be in the running. But that's only if you get us up to those numbers. So bump us up there, get us some attention, watch our videos. We appreciate all of y'all. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new on YouTube, hit that follow button on Facebook. Check out the podcast for the edited versions of all these videos as well. We also give you some other random videos on Spotify as well that may or may not be on each channel. So, you know, we might just end up doing a standalone podcast that's totally different, but I don't think so because we're lazy.
If y'all haven't gone seen that Flash movie, y'all need to go see that.
Go watch Flash. It's actually not horrible. It's actually pretty good. Anyways, guys.
Fuck you, Patrick. Don't even fucking say it like that. It was a great movie, and I don't know why people were surprised it was a great movie. But anybody that was surprised it was a great movie.
It was a good movie. It was a good movie. It is not the superhero movie to end all movies, but it is a very, very good movie. So, go watch it. It's loads of fun.
If it was a Marvel movie, he would have said it was the
No, because I have shat on the last... I've shat on the last two Marvel movies that weren't Guardians 3. Guardians 3 is a goddamn masterpiece. But Thor Love and Thunder and Multiverse of Madness. Dude, that's a masterpiece. Dude, Guardians 3 was it. That was him. It was him. But no, Multiverse of Madness and Love and Thunder, Thor were absolute garbage. So yeah, those movies are bad. And Black Widow. Black Widow was a horrible movie. Probably my least favorite of the entire MCU. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Stay excellent, and we'll see you in next week's Proper Gaming Talk Show. Stay excellent. Peace out.